Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Karlton Says Real Talk. And today I'm just really excited to have the opportunity to talk with. Not only is he an inspirational singer and songwriter, but he's also a reality star. And you guys may know him. He's the cousin of Tia and Tamera Mowry. I'm here today with Mr. Jerome Wiggins. How you doing today, sir?
I'm well, man. How are you?
I'm doing really good, really good. Thank you again for taking the time out to talk with me today. I really appreciate it.
No problem. It's my pleasure.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and jump into this interview real quick now. Again, you are a singer and you are a songwriter. Now, which classification would you say you fall in? Are you into gospel? Or are you just a Christian artist or inspirational? What would you call your style of singing?
You know, I'm definitely a gospel singer. Actually, I get them mixed up because I don't really know what to do. I mean, I get, I'm a minister. I'm a minister as well. So when you ask me stuff like that, I'm like, well, gospel is inspirational and Christian is who I am. So, I don't know how you all tie those in, but I'm a gospel singer. That answers the question.
Okay.
I sing the gospel. I don't quite know how they all intertwine, but I'm a gospel singer.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that, definitely. Now, I know, like I said, you're a family of singers, but what was the day you was like, you know what, I want to do this as my career, as my ministry? What sparked this? What made you say, hey, I want to be a singer? What pushed you in that direction?
You know what? I don't know. I don't even know when I didn't want to be a singer, honestly. My mom tells the story that I was talking before I was walking, which is that doesn't usually happen. She said I talked before I walked, and I was singing by like 3 years old. So I've always been doing it. It's just what I always wanted to do. It's just always been my passion. It's literally I've always wanted to do it. I can't even find a time. I went through one season where I didn't want to do it anymore. I think that's when my voice changed. Other than that, something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do it. It's just something that that just from the beginning. It was I've never known anything else in that regard.
Awesome. Now Jerome, he's had 2 singles, Another Chance and I Will, which features Tamara Mowry Housley. Tell us about those 2 songs. Like what inspired those songs for you?
Another Chance was just a song that just came from just me being grateful. You know what I mean? Everybody, I can't say everybody, but everybody should be grateful, that God allows us, with the day that God allows us. And we do something wrong every day. So I think it was just one of those days where I just got up and I was it actually started off, it originated as a slow song. And I was just telling God how I was grateful for another chance to get the things right today that I'd gotten wrong the day before. And that's really what that song, this birth song, it was just a song of gratitude, just getting things right, another day to get together.
Mm-hmm.
Another day to just get myself in order to, to do better. And I Will, it's just simply a song of surrender. I'm a worshiper, and it was just a song of surrender. It really just me telling God, whatever it is that you want from me, I'll do it. You know what I mean? There's the part of the song that said, if it's worship, I will. If it's praise, I will. Because a lot of times, just whether it's in gospel music or whatever your career may be, there's those difficult moments where it's like, okay, I still have to do it. God is still requiring me to do something. And it's so easy to say, no, I'm good. I don't want to. But it was one of those days that I just wanted to talk, I will. Like, I'm surrendered. Like, I'm a prisoner to Christ. So whatever it is that you tell me to do, I will. And that's what I think of.
What I thought was definitely a beautiful moment. We'll get into the reality show in a second, but I want to jump in with it real quick. Was when you recorded the song on the episode of Tia and Tamera and you actually sung it and the tears were coming from your eyes, I thought that was so beautiful to me, because I was just like, this guy, you can tell this guy really loves the Lord. And this guy really, really has a heart for Christ, and he really wants this message about Jesus to just for the world. He wants the world to hear it. And I just wanted to point that out because I remember that episode. It's still in my head, and I remember that so much. As far as like, you just really, it was beautiful. Like I said, definitely a beautiful moment to see on television, just to see someone who really loves the Lord that much, who really has a heart and a desire to worship and please Him. I think that was beautiful, definitely a beautiful moment.
Thank you so much. I praise God for that. I was really adamant about it because it is a reality show, or they call it a docuseries, a.k.a. a reality show, and they wanted to see Jerome's reality. So I was very adamant. Actually, it was a longer moment than what you got to see because I really wasn't the only one. You know what I mean? As a worship leader, my job is to lead people into God's presence. And by the time you saw my tears, there were equal tears in the studio with other people. You know, but naturally, being that it was focused on me, you saw more of me. But I was really adamant, and I told them, if this is going to be my reality, I want you to leave these tears in because this is who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm a cousin. Yes, they know me for this. But yes, I do this. But this is who I really am. So if you want to see all of who I am, I need you to leave that in. And I think it was such a poignant moment for me because it was my heart, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's how I felt. And it got real to me. You know those moments, you know, it's something that's really it just gets real. And it got real to me, and I literally forgot, you know, I forgot that there were cameras there. I forgot, you know, none of that mattered because it was just really about, you know, a conversation with God, and that's what happened. So for you to say to me that it stood out and you never forgot it, that's, you know, mission accomplished. Praise God. You know, and let people know that it wasn't about Jerome. Yes, you were looking at Jerome, but it wasn't about, you know, but the focus was Jesus. So that blesses me in and of itself to know that.
Awesome, man. Now, are you working on any other music or working on like a full album? What do you have going on right now?
Yes, I am. It's been delayed because, you know, doing the show took more time. I mean, I had never done a show before, so I didn't really know. I didn't know what to expect as far as timeline, and I did not have a lot of time, you know, as far as doing that. But yes, I am working on it. There's some changes that I've made, and music's coming out. I'm planning to have a single out by the end of summer, you know, a new single, and I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, I guess I'll let you be the first to know. The next single is going to be entitled Champion. Anybody that follows me on Twitter knows that for the last 3 years, I greet everybody every morning with Good Morning Champions, and that in and of itself has taken legs. So the next song is going to be entitled Champion, and that'll be coming out hopefully by the end of the summer.
Awesome. Thank you. That was a Karlton Says exclusive first. The next single for Jerome Wiggins is Champion. Yeah, and I was going to mention that. Of course, guys, I follow Jerome on Twitter. That's how I connected with them. And I see that every morning he says Good Morning Champions. It's inspirational. I think it is great that, you know, you have this vehicle now. You know, you have people following you and looking to you. And I think it's great that you use your vehicle to inspire and encourage others. I think that's just an awesome thing, Jerome.
Thank you, Coda. Again, I appreciate you saying that. I say it all the time, make a difference, not a mess. There's so many people that are making a mess, and then there's people that, like myself and like you, that are working to make a difference. So I say that equally to you as well, the thing that you're doing to make a difference. Because there's so many, like I said, there's so many people that are making a mess with their platform. And I'm grateful for the things that God's allowing, and I want to make a difference.
Amen. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. Of course, we're gonna talk about the show. For those who know me, I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan of Tia Tamera for the longest, ever since I could talk. I love Tia Tamera, and I love them. And you know, of course, I love the reality show. So Jerome, talk about that experience. Now, I know, of course, you knew about the show, but what was it different from what you expected? Because I know, again, you did say you never done a show before, but like going into it, were you expecting something totally different than what you got? Like how's that whole experience for you?
I can honestly say that it's been a whirlwind the last three years. I didn't know I didn't have an expectation. I just know that what you see on TV as far as the relationship with the girls and I is absolutely what it's been since we were 7 years old. Our moms are sisters, so we've been inseparable since we were 7 years old. They've been more like my sisters. That drives me crazy, as you can see. But you know, it just ever since we shot the pilot, you know, I didn't know I just showed up, you know, once we worked the things out, and the network liked me for whatever the reason they liked it. Those crazy dudes from the East Coast, and I didn't really know what to expect the first day, honestly. Because when I got there, we start taping at Tamara's house, and our first scene was in her car. And they strapped the mic on me, and I got in the car. And when I got in the car, there were cameras, and the rest was history. I was like, okay, And they were like, okay, just be the regular funny you. And I don't think I'm funny, but they seem to think so. So, it was just regular conversation. So to answer your question, I did not know what to expect. I really didn't know what to expect. So it's hard for me to say. So for me to say it's different, I can't say that because I didn't have an expectation. I just knew that, I was going to hang with my cousin, and there were some cameras around. That's what's different. I think after doing the show for so long, I feel like there's always a camera around. I'm all, you get, believe it or not, you get used to it.
Yeah.
You get used to it, which is the scary part. Because how every family has their personal things, or maybe their inside jokes, or whatever. So sometimes it's like, oops, I forgot the camera was there. There's a couple times we're like, nope, that's cut. Just us being silly. Like, I don't want everybody to know everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't curse, so that wasn't the problem. But just little things that we would, family things. You know how it is, because we all have things that, that your family does. And it's
Right.
Like, oh,
Right. Exactly.
So that was the thing. Just after a while, I was like, there's always a camera. It doesn't even faze me now. So it just like, okay, there's a camera, and keep going. So it's been a really interesting journey.
Cool. Now, would you do another reality show? Would you do it again?
Absolutely. I hear all the time people saying that I've heard it in different areas that, Jerome, you need a spinoff. What are you going to do about a spinoff? And what I say to that is, if they call me and they talk it right, we can do a spinoff. I honestly think it'll be a fun time to do a spinoff just with the CD process and just showing, the evolution of Jerome since, since being with, all my cousin shows. So I think it'll be good, and I absolutely would. But I think but at the same time, I wouldn't. It has to be true to who I am. I won't just do it because I respect I love God too much, first of all, and I respect myself and my family just to do anything. Because some things out there are just, as they say, ratchet. So it would really depend on what it is.
Awesome. Definitely. Well, I agree with all the people who are tweeting you and Instagramming you and everything, saying you need your own show. I said that, while I was watching Tia Tamera, I was like, oh, Jerome needs his own show. I think he's hilarious. So, what I love is the dynamic. And like I said, I love, not because, again, I'm a big fan of Tia and Tamara's, and, just seeing their lives play out. But what I love is just the family dynamic, their time with their sons and their husbands. And then, of course, with you in the mix. I just think it was an awesome depiction of family. You know what I'm saying? You had your ups and downs, but it was real life. And that's what I loved about it. So, again, I know they decided not to do the show because of, they wanted to keep their private lives private and everything, but I really love seeing all you guys, especially you on TV. I thought it definitely was an awesome show. And much success to you guys. I think you guys are definitely continuing on the right path, and I'm just excited for all of you.
I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you saying that, and thank you so much. You're right. It is. I understand the privacy part. Like, you really. Now that is what I wasn't. I guess to backtrack. Now I didn't think about it until you said something. Now that is what I wasn't ready for. I was not prepared for. Like this overnight thing where people know who you are, where people want to know. Just random Facebook requests, random people stalking you. You know what I mean? Like, it went from me being like not known to people thinking they know you.
Mm-hmm. So
that's scary stuff. Because I actually had to put on Instagram one day, my Instagram, you don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people do too much, and and I'm glad that you like, me on the show and you support, but it's like, wait a minute, like, you don't really know me. So that gets a little scary, It was in the beginning, it got a little scary, with that. It was like, oh, okay, how do you juggle these people that think they know you, and you still want to be cordial, but it's like you're invading. But, it comes with the territory, and I did sign on for it. I'm forever grateful for all of my supporters, all the champions out there. I'm so grateful for them. for every tweet and Instagram post and Facebook request, and, so I'm grateful for them.
Awesome. And speaking of Instagram and Twitter, now if your champions want to reach out to you, how can they do so?
Everybody can find me. My Twitter is Jerome, Thee Jerome. My Instagram is exactly the same as that. And you can also find me on Facebook if you type in Thee Jerome. And that is my it's the artist page. But I'm still connected there as well. So all you have to do is type in Thee Jerome in all of those areas, and they'll find me. Even on YouTube, you can find me. Just type in Thee Jerome, and you will find me.
Awesome. Well, Jerome, thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule to talk with me. I really appreciate it, and I enjoyed these minutes. I got to, I feel like I've learned. I feel like a seed was has been watered talking with you. So I really appreciate you talking with me today.
Karlton, it was my pleasure. I'm so glad we were able to make it happen, and I appreciate all your support. And again, I got much continued success to you. And like I said, you got a breaking story today. So you're the first person to even know about the next single. So you're the first. So you can brag if you want, but you heard that. So you're the first to find out about that. And I appreciate all your support.
No problem, and I definitely will brag about it. You heard it here on Karlton Says Real Talk. Breaking news, Jerome Wiggins, his next single will be called Champion. It will be coming out soon, so you guys definitely be on the lookout for it. All right, guys, that's it for Karlton Says Real Talk, and we are signing out, and we will see and talk with you guys next time. Peace.